Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Amma ba'du, fa'uzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. These are the Ramadan Daily Quran Studies for the year 2026, compiled by Zahid Aziz and produced by Ahmadiyya Anjuman Ishaat Islam, Lahore, UK.
Study 14. Prayer, Form and Spirit. The Arabic word for prayer is salat, which originally means praying or the making of a supplication. This word was used in this sense before Islam. In the Holy Quran, this word is used both in the technical sense of the divine service as established by Islam and in the general sense of simply praying, as in, surely your prayer, salat, is a relief to them. 9:103. The meaning here is that prayer of the Holy Prophet for his followers brings comfort to them. The Quran says to Muslims,
حافظوا على الصلوات والصلاة الوسطى وقوموا لله قانتين.
guard the prayers, salawat, and the most excellent prayer, salat al-wusta, and stand up truly obedient to Allah. 2:238. This guarding of prayers is not simply the observance of the outward form. It is both the form and the spirit. The most excellent prayer, salat al-wusta, is not a particular prayer, though some say it is the asl prayer, because wusta means middle as well. It means that we must attend to prayer in the most excellent way, both as regards the form and the spirit. In the sense of the prescribed prayer, the word salat is almost always used with a word derived from iqama, which means keeping a thing in a right state. It is a combination in the Quran which is translated as keeping up prayer. For example, iqimus salat, used in several places, is a command to keep up prayer. The iqama of a salat really means the keeping of the prayer in a right state, which includes both the proper observance of the outward form and maintaining its true spirit. The fixing of the times of prayers is also part of the external form of prayer. The Quran says,
إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.
prayer indeed has been enjoined on the believers at fixed times. 4:103.
أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا.
Keep up prayer from the declining of the sun to the darkness of the night, and the recital of the Quran at dawn. Surely the recital of the Quran at dawn is witnessed. 1778. The Quran does not explicitly state the times of prayer, but it does give the indications of these times. The Holy Prophet Muhammad, by his practice and his teachings, showed Muslims what those times are. He was taught those times by Allah. In a hadith, the Holy Prophet related how once he was led in all the prayers by the angel Jibril over 2 days, from the midday prayer to the next morning's prayer. Abu Dawood, Hadith 393. On the first day, the Holy Prophet was shown the earliest time of each prayer, and on the second day, the latest time. Of course, the Holy Prophet saw the angel in a state of vision, not that the angel was a physical being who was present there bodily. The limits of those prayer times were as follows: Zohr, when the sun begins to decline, till Asr, when the sun is about midway on its course to setting, till it begins to set. Maghrib, after the sun sets, till the disappearance of the red glow in the west. Isha, after the disappearance of the red glow till midnight. Fajr, after dawn till sunrise. Maulana Muhammad Ali adds the following comments after quoting this hadith. Where the days are too short, the Zohr and the Asr prayers may be combined, and when the nights are too short, the Maghrib and the Isha may be combined. Where the days or nights extends over 24 hours, the times of the prayers may be fixed in accordance with the times of work and rest. Thus, the morning prayer may be said on rising from sleep, the Maghrib and the Isha when going to bed, and the Zohr and Asr in the middle of the day's work. A Manual of Hadith, Chapter The Institution of Prayer, footnote 3. The postures of the prescribed prayers are as follows: standing, Qiyam, in a reverential position, having the feeling that you are standing before the holy and majestic presence of Allah. Bowing down, Ruku, showing humility while uttering words declaring glory of Allah. Prostration, Sajda, a posture of the utmost humility is assumed, while words declaring the glory of Allah and His greatness are on the lips of the worshipper. Sitting, Geda, saying various words of prayer. Islam allows the modification of these postures in certain cases. For instance, when a person is sick, they may say their prayer in a sitting position, or, if unable to sit down, they may say them while laying down, without even bowing down, and prostration if necessary. On a journey, a person is allowed to say their prayers whilst riding or travelling in any vehicle. The postures adopted in all such cases must be subject to the requirement of the situation. Even the direction of prayer may not be towards the Qibla, but in the direction of travel. However, without necessity, one may not make a departure from the form prescribed by the Holy Prophet. The outward form of prayer is not, however, the purpose, it is only a help. Thus, in the Holy Quran, the observance of all forms of prayer is said to be meant to free a person from evil.
وأقم الصلاة طرفي النهار وزلفا من الليل إن الحسنات يذهبن السيئات ذلك ذكرى للذاكرين.
And keep up prayer at the two ends of the day and in the first hours of the night. Surely good deeds take away the evil deeds. 11:114.
قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون.
Successful indeed are the believers who are humble in their prayers. 23:1-2. Corresponding to the different postures of humility which we adopt in saying our prayers, we are commanded to express the praise and glory of God, to mention His great attributes of love, mercy, forgiveness, and confess our own weaknesses, to pray for divine help to support us in our weaknesses, and for divine guidance to lead us aright and make us achieve the goals of our existence. All the words that we use for this are known in Arabic by the one name, zikr, which is generally translated as remembrance. The whole of prayer is called in the Quran as zikr Allah, or the remembrance of Allah. Mere form without the spirit is condemned in one of the earliest revelations.
أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون.
Have you seen him who denies religion? That is the one who is rough to the orphan and does not urge the feeding of the needy. So woe to the praying ones who are unmindful of their prayer, who do good to be seen and refrain from acts of kindness. Chapter 107. End of study 14.
Barakallahu lana wa lakum fil Quran al-Azim wa nafa'ana wa iyyakum bil ayati wa zikril hakim innahu ta'ala jiwadun karimun malikun barurur rahim.